Jobs coming to Bladen County. A Canadian company that produces construction materials plans to invest $15 million on a new plant in Bladenboro.
The company is MST Rebar, and the facility is in the industrial park, expected to create 80 new jobs. WECT's Anaya Cromartie learned about that new economic boost tonight. Why did the company actually choose Bladen County, Anaya?
Well, John, MST Rebar will move into this building that's behind me, that's unoccupied. And leaders in Bladenboro believe it will be a quick renovation to get it ready for production. And in fact, they say it could be up and running by the holidays. This building in Bladenboro Industrial Park is empty now, but it will soon be the new home of MST Rebar. The Canadian company is investing $15 million to produce fiberglass construction material.
North Carolina, they indicated that, it being one of the strongest states in the state for business was a big factor. Also, North Carolina is an early adopter of the new technology of fiberglass rebar and a bunch of construction projects for road and bridge projects. And it comes down to an available building.
The company will bring 80 new jobs to a town with a population of about 1,600 people. The mayor calls it a much-needed boost.
It's a good opportunity for us to add quite a few jobs to the area, pushing forward something that most small towns don't have the opportunity to do.
The business will design and produce fiberglass rebar that could be used in projects like bridges. I'm told the product is high in demand.
It's a new high-tech improvement in construction material because it's lighter, stronger than traditional rebar, but it also doesn't suffer from corrosion the same.
Having a new plant opening in the area is like turning back the clock to when manufacturing drove this community.
I can remember when I was a very young child, Bladenboro was a very thriving downtown area. We started a major industry back, 35, 40 years ago. Things started declining.
The hope is that the business booms and the company and community can grow together.
Help them become successful, they contribute to the community, and eventually you hope one like this will grow to hundreds of jobs, which this project certainly has the potential with this product.
For now, the focus on getting new employees through this door. MST Rebar is already looking to hire employees. The company plans to have manufacturing up and running even while during building renovations. I've included an email where you can submit your resume inside this story over on our website.
Did the company get any financial incentives to come into Bladen County, Anaya?
John, the state provided a grant of almost $300,000 to support reusing the empty building. And I'm told that town and county leaders will also vote soon on local incentives that will go towards MST Rebar. We'll make sure to keep you guys updated on that.
All right, and I appreciate the story. Thanks.